day-to-day life in Rome is extremely quiet. I have actually not left my house for almost 2 days, and I imagine many people are probably in the same situation. It's very strange. If you know Rome, you know that it is an extremely popular city for tourists, travelers. And I've seen pictures of some of the most popular destinations like the Trevi Fountain, Piazza di Spagna, that are almost empty. It's quite surreal.
Indeed, it's really hard to imagine Rome being almost deserted. What about getting basic supplies? How are you getting food?
That's not that difficult actually, because supermarkets, food stores, or grocery shops, as well as things like pharmacies, they're still open. You do have to queue because of that social distancing. You have to, be at least a meter apart. So you have to queue to get in. There's a certain only a number of people that are allowed to be in there at one time. So, it is not difficult to actually get basic necessities.
Are people fearful, though, that this will get worse, that we'll start seeing some of the reports or scenes that we've heard about in Milan, for example, with real shortages and pressure on the healthcare system?
Yes, there is definitely a big worry. Rome, in many ways, is in a much better place in terms of both, confirmed cases and mortality compared to the north. Having said that, I think a lot of people are hoping that with the quarantine now, with the lockdown, we are going to hit a peak soon, and then the numbers are going to start going down. I mean, the last couple of days, the number of cases and deaths have been increasing, and I think there's a fear at the back of the head for everybody, in Rome, in Milan, everywhere else, that we haven't seen the worst of it yet.
Here in the UK, we've been hearing that the modelling is following potentially the Italian experience. If things were to get to that point here in Britain, what would your tips be for people who do have to self-isolate and stay at home?
Number one, learn to cook, or hope you enjoy cooking, because a lot of the restaurants are going to be closed. You might not want to actually go and socialize. You're going to have to try and find something else to obsess about besides work and coronavirus. Let's try and, enjoy good food while we're still on the lockdown. I think it's really, really important to take this whole social distancing extremely seriously, not just because of us. It's not just that it's protecting us, but it's protecting everyone else, right? The people who are more socially, economically, physically more vulnerable than us. And if you are going to panic buy, don't just stock on pasta and rice and canned beans. Get some chocolate and wine and bubblies as well. If you're going to be stuck in your home for a couple of weeks, you might as well enjoy it.